Oh, this place was amazing. Hostel at Rowandennen. Rowandennen. Amazing. If you know, you know. Day 54. I remembered this morning, and I've just come up a really sweaty hill, so you're going to have to excuse the sweat. And today, I'm walking with my pal Beardy.
Better than Baldy.
The beard is the impressive part. So, are you okay with me calling you Beardy?
Absolutely.
Yeah, everyone knows you as Beardy.
Even my daughter calls me Beard.
So, Beardy is not only my pal, who has, I can't even begin to tell you, helped me so much through this journey. What he doesn't know about blisters doesn't need to be known, and he has saved my feet. And also, I have to add in that when I've been doing overthinking, which I do a lot, Beardy's received a message to say, Beardy, what do I do? And he's been there for me with his incredibly calm and knowledgeable brain, so I'm very, very grateful.
Most welcome.
And he's come to walk with me the last couple of days because he is part of the Loch Lomond Mountain Rescue team. And as you know, that's who I'm raising for alongside PSC Support UK. So I thought, what better way today, walking the high route from Rowandennen, which I still can't pronounce, to Benglas. I have ditched the low route because it is really technical and I love it, but with this bag, not a good idea. And I'm trying to be sensible for once in my life. This is proof that I can make some sensible decisions. So I thought we'd use this time whilst we're walking through this beautiful forest to talk about mountain rescue. So let's get down to the nitty gritty of mountain rescue. What can we tell people that they need to know when out and about? So let's think. Why are you a volunteer of mountain rescue?
Primarily out of guilt. Misspent youth. Spent many years, from teen years up until including just now. I was always aware of mountain rescue, friends that were in mountain rescue, never thought I could be part of mountain rescue. But having volunteered as a body of casualty for a couple of occasions, got to know some of the team and eventually applied, passed selection, and it's an absolutely incredible way of giving a wee bit back. But you also, it's a cliche, but it is a family, and it improves your own skills. To apply, you're expected to be a competent mountaineer, and then years training is very much teaching you about medical, about rope rescue, about search management, improving your navigation, and probably most critically, becoming part of a multidisciplinary emergency services team. If you don't fit in, you'll find out really quickly. So some jobs you'll get something that's quite exciting, other jobs you'll get the worst tasking ever, but you've got to be able to accept that what you're doing is what you're doing, and it's the outcome. Getting somebody home is all that really matters. So it's been easily the most rewarding thing I've done in my life.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I've had that from the guys that I've spoken to at Kintel say exactly the same. It's a big family and they get so much from it. So what do you think, what key messages would you give to people that go out and enjoy the hills, you know, never ever think that they're ever going to have to call mountain rescue? What can they do to make sure they make your lives easier as volunteers to help them?
I'd probably say the first thing, if it does go bad, call quick, call early. The time it takes to mobilise is significant, and it's easier to stand down than to go out. Some jobs, if they're close to the roads, as we can be with from the initial call to actually being there in under an hour. Other jobs, it can be 3-4 hours, so don't be afraid to dial 999, please ask for mountain rescue. Know your position, get a grid reference, preferably not 3 words. If we know where you are, saves a lot of time. But in terms of preparing, there's a really good website, Be Adventure Aware, that gives a very simple decision-making framework, and it's around planning your route, knowing what you're going to have, an expectation of what you're going to encounter, the conditions. You're going to go out there first.
Is this the viewpoint?
Yes.
Oh, we've got to go to a viewpoint. We'll carry on.
So preparation, understand the route. It's within your ability. Understand the conditions, especially in winter. Do you have the skills that are necessary? Have a think about who you're going with. Is everybody up for it? And it's, do you have the kit for it? So looking at things, basically, your footwear, are your feet comfortable? Are they appropriate? Have you got layers? Have you got shell jacket? How are you going to navigate? Map, compass, supplemented with GPS is good. And also food. Have you got fuel? If you're getting cold, hot drinks. If you're hot, cold drinks. Just keeping the calorie count up, and also planning for if something does happen, you need to sit down, bothy shelter, to stay warm, knowing that you're going to be stationary for a couple of hours. But it's worth having a look at the Be Adventure Aware website. There's really good information
That's
there.
really good, yeah.
And
I've not even looked at that.
Oh, it's great. And progressive, so go out and take the time to learn your craft.
Yeah.
Don't go to the black kiln if you've never walked before. And enjoy it.
Step by
Get
step.
out, go with people. If you can go out with people who've got more experience, learn off of
Learn
them.
loads. Yeah.
I've made loads of bad decisions, and the experience is what comes from bad decisions. There's loads of online forums that you can get some advice. There's some negativity around it. You will get some word, arseholes. But there'll be a lot of support.
Yeah.
There's some good groups that are going out, but just go out and enjoy it.
The hill walking community is a good bunch of people, aren't they? No matter, yeah. Well, we're going to go and look at a viewpoint, and then we'll come back to more questions. Right, so done the viewpoint. I shall put the video in. So my next question is, what do you think people should know about mountain rescue, and the fact that, you know, alongside the fact that you're all volunteers and it's not just a service to be expected, if that makes sense?
Oh, that's a good question.
So you obviously, you're a volunteer. What I'm trying to get at is that, you know, we just say, oh, we'll just call mountain rescue, and just sort of don't realise all of the workings that go on behind it.
I think probably the thing that would surprise a lot of people is voluntary. We don't get paid, people don't get charged, and that's the way it should stay, absolutely. For many reasons. Most practical one that most people would get is if you think you're getting a big repair bill, a big medical bill, rescue bill, you might be hesitant. Time can be often a critical factor, and the longer it takes, the situation's not going to improve. So I would hate to ever see us move to a European model where people get charged. And yeah, it does cost you to volunteer in terms of equipment,
Your time.
boots, time,
Yeah.
fuel. So, but the rewards far outweigh any cost. I think again it probably surprised a number of people that the number of teams across the UK. We've all got our own areas that we operate in. So Lomond, we've got our patch, Arica out to the west, Cullen to the north, locals out to the north east, and Strathclyde Police have still got a team Strathpol, and we all do work together, but there is areas where that's where we operate. We've Glencoe, Loch Lomond, Assynt, so a number of teams. Probably from doing talks, one of the things that does surprise people is if we do a stretcher carry, just how resource heavy that is.
Yeah.
As Joe saw, the type stretcher we've got has got a skid so we can sledge it. It's got a big fat bike wheel so we can't wheel it, but number of people on the big stretcher carry off, the answer is as many as possible.
Yeah.
16, 20 people would be a good number. And the amount of time it takes to get somebody off.
Is there a minimum time for a rescue, like average?
Devil's Pool Pit's probably our closest, as we can, if somebody's not hurt, they're just stuck at the bottom of an area. Grotty Gully's our favourite. This is from the call out to stand down. We can be as quick as an hour depending who's available. But at the other end of the scale, if there's
A stretcher rescue or something, yeah.
missing persons,
Yeah,
now
of
it's
course.
changed a lot from big searches. Because we've got good mobile coverage, there is a system that folk can get if they can get a grid reference, this is they're going to retrieval, it's not search and then rescue. But sometimes if for whatever reason the person is overdue, they're not able to call, multi-day searches aren't uncommon. It relies really, used to, it's not jokes, it's reality. The mountain rescue team includes your family, friends, your employer, a lot wider. I was really lucky that my boss and my company were very supportive to the point where if there's a call out came in, says I could drop what I was doing and go to the call out.
The people that are self-employed, you know,
lost
they
income.
lose their income, and it costs them to then go and rescue. It's I think for me that's the biggest part of it.
We've been out on Christmas Day at 9:30 in the morning. Everybody that's in the team will have left important family. Occasions. And we want to do it, but the family, without family support, you couldn't do it, you just couldn't.
It's important to say that I'm not like trying to get this across, the fact that people should, you know, it's not a guilt thing that but it's just the awareness that you don't realise that goes on, the commitment to being a volunteer and things like that. Have you got a rescue that has always stayed in your memory, that stood out? Sorry, I should have maybe given you a warning of that one.
There's many do. Probably the first call out after the year's training, going to the call out list on the Thursday, and on the Monday morning the phone went off at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I ran around the flat not knowing whether I needed a haircut or breakfast. And that, you could see the value of the training year. Where once you were actually up at the RV and going out on the job, you at least had an awareness of what was required and you were being useful. So the first one, absolutely, was memorable. Other ones, rescuing a dog, rescue people. People care. You rescue a dog, everybody cares. I'm thankful it was a successful.
Good.
The guilt of looking at its face, and it probably wasn't in the seats for a while, but it had gone over a crag and thankfully landed. It was chasing a goat at the time, and we swear the goat was laughing. Definitely the ones where you've made a difference, where it's been time critical, and we've found them assessed, treated, got them off to definitive care. The reality is you do deal with fatalities as well, which are difficult. But again,
that's where the team element comes in, so you supporting each other and as well.
It's not the outcome that anybody wants, but at least there's closure for the family. And at times that's actually the hardest thing to deal with, is the family gratitude for finding a loved one. But no, most of them are memorable for different reasons, and some of them are just plain fun. But,
And what would you say to somebody who wanted to get involved with mountain rescue? What would your advice be?
Definitely speak to your local rescue team. Volunteer as a casualty. It gives you a great insight into how mountain rescue works. I mean, you've
I've done it. It was incredible. It blew me away, the team. And
speak to people that are in mountain rescue. Find out So every team's got slightly different requirements to apply, but speak to the teams, get involved in the casualty. If you decide it's for you, so they'll be able to help you with a pathway to what's the next step.
Yeah.
Whether it's your personal skills, your personal experience, whether it's building your winter experience, they'll give you some tips as to what's required. But I would recommend it to anyone who wants to dip their toe into it. A really good resource is the book by Cairngorm John, who's the team leader at Cairngorm. It's an absolutely fantastic insight into the reality of mountain rescue. So read Cairngorm John, and that'll give you an idea of what you're potentially signing up for. But just contact your local team and speak to them.
And lastly, you'll be pleased to know, obviously, what would you recommend to anybody who's been following my journey and enjoying the stories, and what would you tell them to do?
So this isn't pre-scripted, but donate any spare cash. Or do my Bob Geldof bit now. Dig deep, get your spare change out your pocket, go through your friends' pockets, get them to donate. In all seriousness, the money that Joe's raised for both charities is absolutely incredible. So if you've been following her, I'll make you blush and say the time. She's an absolutely incredible girl. She's got out and done it. And she's done it well, she's done it strong, she's done it her own style. She's got the heaviest rucksack in Scotland.
You
but if it's captured your imagination, it says, hey, help her out with some donation to reflect her effort.
It's not for me, it's for you guys.
Find something that captures your imagination, whether it's a local walk, a big walk,
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
summit, go out and do something.
I think that for people, that's kind of the thing, that's what I want to do. I go out and enjoy the hills. I love the hills, I love walking. It doesn't even have to be the hills necessarily, but you cover more than just the hills. The amount of tourists that are around here, locals, you know, in this area, that may need your help. From the second that I crossed the Scottish border, the first sign I saw was mountain rescue. You know, I wanted to pay it forward rather than having to possibly use you one day and pay it back. You know, I just feel that anyone that has the privilege to be able to go and enjoy those hills, we should be supporting you guys. And you never know, you just never know. So yeah, that's why I chose you guys, and thank you so much.
Thank
you're
you.
very welcome.
Makes
You're
a
very,
huge
very
difference.
welcome. Yeah, no, it's fab. It's been absolutely brilliant to catch up again. And yeah, so there you go. Insights to the mountain rescue, and I'll be meeting the Kintail team further along once I finish the West Highland Way. So loads more to come. I shall be banging the drum until John O Groats. I thought I'd missed this bit and I haven't. Absolutely delighted. Well, I won't be when I get down the bottom of it, but with a heavy bag. How was it? I love this bit. Lomond. Oh my goodness, welcome to the jungle. Ferns as high as Robin. You blend in with your backpack. You blend in with your backpack. So, the end of day 53. I'm in my tent. It's absolutely pouring with rain. I am in the Benglass campsite. And, what a day, or two halves, definitely. So, this morning I walked with Beardy and the volunteer for Scottish Mountain Rescue and my pal, which was just brilliant to see him again, and I've seen him the last couple of days. And then this afternoon we walked the section, the end of Loch Lomond. If you know, you know. I've done it before. I've not done it with a big pack. My legs and my body were absolutely perfect. I feel absolutely fine, and I feel fine just now, to be honest. But it's psychologically, mentally draining, because you have to concentrate. It's really, really rocky terrain, and that's why I haven't filmed a lot of it, because you are literally concentrating on where you're putting your foot, your hands, your poles, because it's really, really rocky terrain, which is the terrain I love. It's really fun, but it is quite demanding. I've avoided a little bit of it, but then the section, I've got midges flying around. Hang on, I'm going to have to close my tent vent. Sadly, the rain doesn't keep them away. Oh God, we got into midge hell, unfortunately, but there we go. It's going to rain for about the next couple of hours, and then hopefully it's going to stop overnight and my tent will dry out. I really hope so. That means more weight if not. So yeah, it's really, really rocky terrain, and you have to really concentrate on where you're putting your feet and hands and everything. So I got to the campsite about 6 o'clock tonight, and I was just done, absolutely drained. But it's so warm. It's pouring with rain, but it's really hot, so I don't want to be wearing this top at all. It's very, very warm, but tomorrow is meant to be better. My God, it's so loud. So tomorrow we're walking an 18-miler, I've just found out, to a place called the Bridge of Orkney. So it's been really fun today. The boys, who I now call the kids, because the lads that are doing the jog, there's James, Jack and Bradley. They're all in their late 20s, or mid-late 20s, and I'm old enough to be their mother. So I think my new name's going to be Mama Bear. I've been sorting them out and making sure they've got the campsites booked and everything else. And then there's me and Robin, who are the parents. We're the slowies, and they just whiz along really fast. So it's been fun. It's been really fun being around people that are doing the same journey. We went into a hostel this afternoon. A bothy, and there was a jogger in there who was injured. So we tried to help him out with some suggestions and things like that. He's got really sore feet, and so there's a lot of us out there. I've probably met about 15 joggers, which is absolutely crazy. But today's been a really good day. I was delighted that the scenery was phenomenal. Even though it was really misty and gloomy in the afternoon, I'm loving being on the West Highland Way again. Really, really loving it. and Robin's really loving it too, so that's really lovely because we've got a joint sort of excitement for being here. So yeah, good day. I'm feeling really strong. I'm excited for the days ahead. Yeah, mad. But a good day. Yeah. So roll on day 55. That doesn't seem. Was it 53 today or 54? Oh God, I'm just. One day, by the end of it, I'll get it right. Anyway, thanks for following along.